Howdy, everyone. Today we're going to talk about most requested duty assignments for each branch of the military. I have my suspicions. I'm going to briefly talk about what I think are the most requested ones just based on what I know. We're going to ask Grok favorite ones, the most requested by active military service members of the various duty locations that you can get assigned. But before I do that, my name is Israel, and you're on Forward March. I'm a veteran of the Army and the Marine Corps, 25 years total combined. And hey, let's get into it. So I think the very first, I'll start the Marine Corps. I'm going to say, let's just do CONUS, Continental United States. It's going to be Camp Pendleton. Just because it's SoCal. I'm a SoCal guy too anyway. But I believe Camp Pendleton is probably the most requested duty assignment for the Marine Corps. The Army, I heard this was the most one, so I'm going to cheat. And I'm going to say Joint Base Lewis McChord in Washington State. By the way, I am on my way home, and I'm on FSD, full self-driving supervised. So I'm not distracted driving. I'm just having a conversation with you. No one in the car. And anyway, so the Army, I'll just do those two because I'm a veteran of them both. So I'm going to say the Marine Corps, Camp Pendleton, and the Army, Joint Base Lewis McChord. I was stationed in Fort Irwin, California for two 4-year assignments. I was there for 8 years. If you don't know where Fort Irwin is, it's in Southern California. It's close to Barstow. And that, for a fact, is not the most requested duty assignment in the Army. I'm just going to say, I'll be very shocked if it was the number one. It's a hidden gem because you're right in the middle of the Mojave Desert. Doesn't sound crazy, it's a small base, but you're 3 hours from Vegas, 2.5 from Los Angeles, and 3 from San Diego. 2.5, 3 hours from San Diego. So you're right in the middle of everything, but you're in the desert, very desolate. The immediate area, Barstow's the closest town other than the post itself. But I enjoyed it there. My family enjoyed it there. But very many people don't have very good memories of Fort Irwin, California. But I do. So that's what I think my guesses for the Army and the Marine Corps. The Navy, I would say, well, what I'm going to say San Diego too. There's a few bases in San Diego that you can get assigned to, Coronado or the San Diego Navy base itself. I don't know, Coast Guard. I'm going to say somewhere in Florida, maybe. I don't know. Probably got a lot of cool places to go to. And who am I missing? Air Force. I'm going to say that one in Vegas. Is that Nellis Air Force Base in Vegas? But anyway, I'm fixing to ask Grok, but what was your favorite duty assignment? Or maybe you only had one or two or whatever, or you went to go train at one base. That was really cool. Just leave it in the comments. But here, I'm going to ask Grok. Hey, Grok, you there?
I'm here. What's up?
So give the top number one most requested duty assignment for each branch of the services.
Army, Joint Base Lewis McChord tops many dream sheets. Navy, San Diego's the big one for sailors.
What about the Marine Corps?
Marines, Camp Pendleton in California or Marine Corps Base Hawaii at Kaneohe Bay top most dream sheets for the beaches and lifestyle. Pendleton edges out for SoCal access.
What about the Coast Guard and the
Air Force, Hickam or bases in Colorado Springs top dream sheets for weather and lifestyle. Coast Guard, stations in Hawaii, San Diego, or St. Petersburg, Florida get the most requests for location and ops.
And lastly, how about the
Space Force, Peterson or Schriever in Colorado Springs top the lists for most Guardians, thanks to mountains and quality of life. Buckley near Denver and Vandenberg in California follow close behind.
All right, so Grok, do me a solid. So repeat all those again slowly for each branch. Most favorite, requested, or top duty assignment.
All right, slowly for each branch. Top requested duty spots. Army, Fort Liberty, North Carolina. Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Fort Cavazos, Texas. Navy, San Diego, California. Norfolk, Virginia. Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. Air Force, Hickam in Hawaii, or bases in Colorado Springs. Coast Guard, Hawaii stations, San Diego, California. St. Petersburg, Florida. Space Force, Peterson or Schriever in Colorado Springs. Buckley near Denver. Vandenberg, California.
I thought the most requested one duty assignment for the Army was Joint Base Lewis McChord.
You're right. Joint Base Lewis McChord in Washington often ranks as the Army's most requested station for new soldiers, especially for outdoors and location. Recent data also shows Fort Cavazos, Texas, leading first duty picks, with Fort Liberty and Fort Carson close behind.
I see. So now, knowing what we know, how about taking it from the top and repeating the list again?
Starting fresh, top requested duty stations per branch: Army, Joint Base Lewis McChord, Washington; Fort Cavazos, Texas; Fort Liberty, North Carolina; Navy, San Diego, California; Norfolk, Virginia; Pearl Harbor, Hawaii; Air Force, Hickam in Hawaii or Colorado Springs bases; Coast Guard, Hawaii, San Diego, California; St. Petersburg, Florida; Space Force, Peterson or Schriever in Colorado Springs; Buckley near Denver; Vandenberg, California.
Did you mention the Coast Guard?
Yeah, I did. Coast Guard tops are Hawaii stations, San Diego in California, and St. Petersburg in Florida.
I see. All right. Thanks. So I stuck with just the CONUS, but CONUS, I would have figured that Hawaii would be a top choice for many of the branches just because there's all the services. Well, I don't know about the Space Force, but there is Navy, Coast Guard, Marines, Army there, Air Force. But some of the other places I wouldn't have guessed. Fort Cavazos, I believe that's Fort Hood now, I guess. Or Fort Hood again, should I say. All right. If you have any favorite duty assignments that you went to, that you were stationed at, and why, just leave in the comments. Until next time, watch one another six. Adios.